African Export-Import Bank, which is also known as Afrexim Bank, was set up to finance export projects. That is, projects which are destined to encourage the export of African produce to other African countries and to countries outside the continent. So it does finance processing projects, infrastructure projects that support the export trade, such as airports and seaports, and hotel businesses for tourism, in the case of Egypt, for example. So it's a broad scope of projects, all of which are intended to encourage the exports of African countries to other African countries and outside Africa. Very huge. And that's because Egypt already has an industrial base. It is, in terms of industrialization, it's already a little more advanced than many other African countries. So in the pharmaceuticals, for example, in the export of medicines to other African countries, Egypt already has a base and it can do so. In cement manufacturing, Egypt has a base. In construction equipment, Egypt has a base. In electrical equipment and transformers and so on, Egypt has a base. But that's only in products. In services also, Egypt has huge construction companies which can carry out construction works in other parts of the continent. And at the same time, there are exports from other parts of the continent that can come to Egypt. And in a wise way, in tea, in cocoa, and the ideal would be at the time we get to a certain point where Egypt can take some of those products from other African countries and process them in Egypt for export outside the continent.